Okay, hey everyone, welcome back. As you can see, the app is nearly finished. We are rendering heaps of different photos. We've got the text of the butterflies rendering too. And so now it's just a matter of randomizing some of the options inputs, as well as adding some more photos. And so I think today I'll start by just adding some more butterflies, some more of the animals. The book I'm using as a reference is this like Butterflies of North America. The photos we've added so far have been random, but I want to completely go through this book. And so I'll just start off today by just importing, say, like the first 4 butterflies in here. And then we can then sort of add in, this will then help us make sure that we've actually correctly randomized the input selections. So yeah, so just some like non-programming to start with, but then programming towards the end. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So yeah, so the first 4 that we'll start off with are going to be, let's see, it was modern CSV image information. Let's make this full screen. I should be able to Control X this stuff, right? So yeah, let's add in 4. And we'll start off with like the very first one in the book, which is the pipevine swallowtail. Then we've got the zebra swallowtail. I'll zoom in as well. How do we zoom in? View. No, we don't want that. Let's try and make this like 30. Okay, a bit easier to read. And then we've got the black swallowtail, and then the anise swallowtail. Okay. Let's go to the internet and get some good quality images of these. So we'll go to Wikimedia Commons, and then let's check out, actually, that's what we did last time. We found an easy way to navigate to them is to just link from the Wikipedia pages. So for the Wikipedia page, for the pipevine or blue swallowtail, this is the scientific name we want. I'll truly refer to all of these in order, so we'll have to update the names of these as we go along. So we'll do that now, just to make space for them. Yeah, let's move 0 to for 1 to 5, 2 to 6, and then 3 to 7. Oh dear. We really want to move. Actually, this is okay. I don't know why. Anyway, it's correct now. Okay, and then I want to get some photos. This one's pretty good. I like this one. Oh, this one's even. Oh, that one's a bit blurry. There seem to be some repeats. Yeah, I reckon we'll go with that one in the end. Yeah, let's do this one. So we'll save this as 0. And then let's get all the information. Okay, so what's the order? So I think this is the location. Then the author. What's happening? Why is this not pasting it to a single field? Oh, I see. Wait, and then it was just the license and then a link to the license. So which one's this? CCSA 2.0. And then we'll link that. Okay. Great, let's do the next one. The zebra swallowtail. Euratides Marcellus. And oh, it's near my area. Well, it's in my area. Well, near it's near it. Not it's not quite New York, but it's just about. Yeah, here's the external link. What is a good one? This looks nice. If it's larger. A bit blurry. Possible. Oh, this one, surely. Yeah, this looks great. Let's save. Yeah, we'll save this one. I keep on saving this as .pngs, even though they were possibly JPEGs. Let's just kind of correct this. I don't think the first one was actually a PNG. How do we find this out again? There is some command to discover this, but I'm pretty sure this wasn't it. The easiest way would just be literally copying the link to the image. So this one. Yeah, this was the JPEG. Okay, oops. So we want to move this to 0.jpg instead, and then we'll convert all of them with an image magic command a bit later. Okay. So who was this? Let's copy the location first, and then this person. This one, and then this one. Now, like, I've noticed that I'm not actually copying the title of the image anywhere, which for some of the Creative Commons we need to do. I also haven't given a title, like a title description to each of these. So once we've filled out these first 4 rows, I'll do that. Okay. So up next is what? Up next was the black swallowtail. Yeah, these ones are really pretty. And we're already in the category. Good. Which shall we go with? The plant's is slightly in the way of that one. Maybe this one. This one looks to be pretty high resolution. It's a bit difficult to see the kind of blue on the inside, although you can kind of get that. We might go with this one, but we'll see. A bit blurry again. Maybe this one. It's a bit overexposed. Yeah, I feel like maybe half a minute more. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one's. Which one? I kind of like this one. I like this one. This one's pretty canonical. Why don't we go with this one? Okay, so this is rhododendrites. Yeah, I've met this person. They're really great when it comes to bird photos. I think that's the speciality is birds. Okay. So this is 2, the JPEG, and then let's add this information. Oops, rhododendrites. Again, the copying. And which one's this? Okay. So finally, we have the anise swallowtail. And yeah, let's get this one. Zelly Kaon. Okay, and we're in the category. Bit blurry. This one's alright, but we're missing some of the typical colors down here. No, way too blurry. This one isn't bad, but part of it's out of focus. Yeah, maybe this one. We'll save that one, and just in case there's another. Yeah, we already did that one. Maybe this one. No, we'll go with this one. Okay, so this is here, and this was the knee swallowtail. Oh wait, what's its scientific name again? Papillozellicaon. Who was this by? Alan Shamraya. And this is public domain. Okay. Okay, a couple of things to do then. Let's convert all of these JPEGs to PNGs then. So we want to do magic K 0 dot. Did I save that? Hang on. What? I thought we saved this. I don't think we did. Oops. Okay, now that's there. Okay, so now we want to do magic K 0.jpg 0.png and do the same thing with the others. Like later on, maybe it's worthwhile figuring out how to write a script to do this, but yeah, for the moment, I'm content with this. So let's get rid of all of the JPEGs then. Okay. So yeah, these what we've got. Okay. So now just a bit more of this CSV file admin. It would be good to just add in a title for each of these columns. This will mean that we'll need to update the processing in here so that. But this will be very straightforward. Okay, so can I do like Control A, Control X, Control V? Okay. So image path, common name, scientific name, photo URL. Then the author, the license, the license link. And I think we should also add in a title for these. Again, I think it's, for some of the Creative Commons license, maybe not the 4th versions of them, you need the title. The titles are really long and tedious for these, but we're not going to display them, but I think just for record keeping, we need to have them in here. But actually, maybe let's move some of them. Yeah. Oh. Okay. I would just add it to the end here because otherwise changing the orders of these columns would mean changing this stuff in here. It wouldn't be too bad, but probably easy for this. Okay, let's now just look up what the titles of each of these are. So we've got this one, no, this is fine. Allow this request. This one. Okay. So yeah, what's the title of this? Get this one. Hey, yeah. I think, yeah, currently what I'm doing is just like non-programming, record-keeping stuff, but necessary. Like these are what I want to use to learn all of these. Okay. Yeah, it's done. Okay, let's save all of this so far. And I think like nothing should have changed in the app. In fact, anything, it will just get a different selection of photos this time. Oh, we want to really add in these two. And anything else? I think I can get rid of these random tests so far. And what's in this test? Oh yeah, that's our tally. Let's move this to tally. Anything else? This seems to be fine. Okay, so yeah, we've added or renamed some of these, and this is a bit strange that like Git's not recognizing that these have just been moved, but okay. Added new photos. Oh, actually no. Trying to compile it again will fail because of the first row we added in. Okay, so yeah, so added new photos. Added more photos. Updated table. Okay. So let's then adjust this processing so that stuff won't crash. So all we need to do is to skip the first line of this file. So how should we do that? We also want to increase this embedded photo number as well. Oh, okay, yeah, the number of lines will be slightly changed. So let's just change the number of line calculation. So we calculate this here. So we want to return count -1 because the first row of the image table comprises. Oh, I didn't. So yeah, so two-step says there's a git move command. I didn't realize. I didn't realize that there's such a thing. Let's check that out. What does this do? Okay. So I guess this is a way then of like telling Git specifically, hey, I've like like I'm moving this file, so don't think it's something new and you know recommit everything. But okay. So yeah, we return a -1 because the first row of the image table because of headers in the first row of the image table of the information table. Okay, and then so then the embed photo code should still remain the same. However, when we process this at compile time, we need to change this input passing. So we just want to skip the very first line. So we can do that from here, right? We can just say if the photo info index is equal to 0, continue. Okay. Let's see if everything passes. Oh, it's not going to pass. We're going to get an error because we added in an extra row in the table. I mean an extra column. Yeah. So we're getting a different kind of error than I expected. But one that we've encountered before. So on line 96, when we're just counting these lines, we want to set this thing. We'll increase that to 10,000. And then to avoid the other error that's going to happen, we should probably add in, we should adjust our photo info struct to include the title. And then when we're processing that, let's do the corresponding thing. Not quite. So what's failing? Are we really exceeding more than 10,000 backwards branches in this while loop? I mean, I guess we can extend this even higher. It shouldn't take more than 100,000 of some kind of steps. Okay. At least that went away. And now we've got some index issues. Oh, right. Even though we're skipping the very first line, we then need to refer to all of the indexes by one lower. So in particular, for this one here, we want the -1. And I guess I should say the -1 because we skip the first line in we skip the first line in image in the input table. Yep, and then two-step says, using git move results in smaller diffs. Okay, it's great to know. Okay, so then here's our app now with these 4 different photos. And so I can actually use this just to learn these now, even though I looked these up. So was this the Anise? No. The pipeline. Okay, so that was the pipeline. Hang on, this was the sulfur. Oh, okay. So this is like this sulfur something, but since we haven't yet added in the code extending, or like truly randomizing, truly like correctly doing the inputs, since we were just doing something that was slightly random but still somewhat deterministic last time, these are not working. But hey, at least the rest of the stuff worked. So we'll add that then. We say modified input passing to match you to like I say to deal with new table format. Table format adjustments. Okay, great. Okay. So now let's continue working on the logic now and getting the button selection input stuff working. But I'm just slightly curious, like with some of these butterflies, the black swallowtail, this like black swallowtail and this anise swallowtail, they look so similar. Well, okay. Now that I'm seeing like the photos of them, they don't, but they kind of looked similar from before. Anyway. Okay, so back to the logic. So I think already the file, even though it's still less than 400 lines, but it is getting large enough that I kind of want to tidy it up a bit. So I'm just going to do that now, because tidying it now will mean that working on it a bit later will become easier. So, okay. Still need to do this one. Still need to do this one. We did kind of get like the logic of the next screen working though. It's just we'll do this one today. And yeah, there is a way of shuffling this, but I kind of want to do it in like in an easy way. I thought about this a bit this morning. Like there's really easy way to shuffle these without needing to use without doing something fancy. Okay, but I feel like these should be above these should be below all of this. And we should really have a description of the project here. Project, or really file description here. Here this project includes a copy of relib, specifically commit number this. Yeah. I think like towards the end when we eventually clean this up, we'll delete everything within the raylib that are not the source files we need. But again, for the moment, we'll keep it there. I feel like this one should be above. Process I guess I can call it the image metadata. Compile time in quiz. But really, in this part here, we're embedding stuff. So really, this part here, we should say embed the photos in photos into the exe. Instead of image metadata, I should just say photo metadata in image information. Like all of this stuff here, maybe they should go above it. I feel like it should. I feel like count number of lines should really be at the top. Get rid of that and put it up here instead. Count the number of lines at compile time. Do that. And I think like ultimately we'll choose some final colors as well, which will change a lot of this. But I'm happy with these default raylib colors for the moment. So yeah, we figured out no need for this duplication comment now, given that we did it by manually appending the 0 bytes, and then the Zig compiler is smart enough to know that when you the compiler is smart enough to know that when you actually just manually add on a 0 byte at the end at compile time and then say the type of that is 0 terminated, it just kind of knows. And yeah, we've been... I should write a comment for this set of our branch quota though. I'll just say the standard Zig documentation has examples about about set eval branch quota. Without this, the project fails to compile. Well, yeah. A compile error is generated saying the limit is too low. Okay. Don't really need compile log anymore there. Leave this one in there. Okay, so this is the main part I want to clean up, although I'm happy that I did everything above. So for this part here, we really want to simplify a lot of this code. Okay, not simplify it, but just organize it. So let's just move the rendering stuff into a render function to begin with. So how to do this? Doing button options. Okay, begin drawing appears here. So I guess this part we should say render, and then move this down to here. So function render. Why does it say defer end drawing here though? We kind of want that near the beginning. So begin drawing is defer it at the end, clear the background, and then draw these colors. Okay, if we're using some button hover struct here, we're going to have to make this a global. Yeah, we're going to have to make a lot of stuff globals here, but it should be okay. So yeah, like the photo texture array. We'll just start at the top and go down. So nothing needed here. But for this one we do. Button hover. Where is this defined? So where should we make globals? Make it here. I think this should be fine. Okay, and then many of these, like button height and thickness, are already these are constants. Oh, okay, not constants, but oh yeah, they're not constants. So yeah, some of these are not. Actually, maybe an easier way to do this is simply to compile it, and then there'll be a bunch of compile errors in doing things that way. In any case, why is this draw button text? Get rid of that. Okay, yeah, let's just compile it and see what fails. Figure it out that way. Wait, this was not, that was not meant to happen. It wasn't just meant to work. Oh, okay, it's because we're not compiling it. Zig build run. Okay. 198. So I think I was gonna say this stuff should go in the render, but I think we need this for calculations of the button positions. So actually, I'm just gonna go back to the other way of doing it before. I feel like just reading through the code and then going, where did I put this before? Let's manually change it is a more straightforward way of doing this. Okay. So yeah, so we move the button hovers up, and then these border thicknesses are constants, but the button width and height are not. I mean, they're not globals. Oh, they were, okay. I guess this is okay for the moment, but later on we'll want to make the resolution of the app dynamic. Currently it's not. Like, there should be an easy way to adjust. There should be some Rayleigh flag in order to do it, but for instance, see, like, I can't change the resolution of this at the moment. Something to adjust later on. Oh, but then why do we do it now? Yeah, let's just do it now. So yeah, make all of these variable, and then for each loop in the main loop, we want to set these. So yeah, so currently these are being set to the initial screen width, but we want we need to make these dynamic. Adjust these with when the window size is tested, and then let's actually set these to be undefined at the moment, but we want these to be hang on. This is a macro time. Okay, undefined, enter, down, and F4. Okay, that works. And then here, instead of the initial screen width, we just want to set these equal to the screen width and the screen height, and likewise over here. Okay. And since these are variables, since these are globals, we don't want to redefine these as local variables. That would not be good. I think the screen width and the height are also going to be, we want these to be globally accessible as well. And I think it, we do initially need to set them to something before we actually dynamically get their size. Okay, so we'll leave these like this, but then they'll get adjusted. Okay, now what? These current photo index and the text options, we're going to need these in the render loop. So likewise, we'll make these globals too. So I guess I can actually say, like, these are basically game globals. No need for this anymore. Actually, we don't need that further into, yeah, we don't need that one. So we set up the random number generation. So yeah, do the window, set this up. Oh, actually, if we're actually setting this window up with this initial width, I don't think there's any need to define this like this initially. Oh, can I do the macro again? Okay. But all of these we're going to have to say are F32s as well. Macro time again, F32. The order is incorrect. Try again. Okay. This is again. This feels so tedious, but in the long term, this is what we want to do. We don't want to just be putting up open source crap on the internet. Like, it needs to have a certain level of quality. Okay. So yeah, init this window. Close it. We should really make the title of the window a constant. So why should we do this? Maybe window defaults. Window title. Array will want a C string, but I think, but since this is a global, a constant global, the Z compiler should figure it out that this needs to be null terminated. But just in case, let's just indicate to anyone who would ever read this in the future what the type of this is. So this is, it is a null terminated constant U8. Just that. And yeah, we'll choose a good font at the end. Oh, and I think whatever font we choose at the end, we should really embed this into the binary as well. Embed whatever public domain font into binary. This is a really important one, so I'll put it up the top here. Okay, put back domain. Mouse down last frame should also be a global. Load butterfly image. Okay. These is, oh, do we, yeah, we want these to be globals as well. Okay, but I think we can actually get rid of this photo image array and just deal with the texture array. So, so let's deal with that then. The thing that we're loading, the texture that we're loading here, we just want to be doing this. So yeah, we have the embedded photo, calculated the length of that, do that into an image, and then load that as a texture. And then, so this means we can get rid of this line. I'll keep it commented for now. But we also want this to be a global. Oops. Back. Okay, now we're down to this main loop. So yeah, we tidy up all of this. This button grid center, we're going to need this when we're drawing the button, so this should also be a global. Oh, actually, how much of this are going to be, how many of these things are going to be globals? A lot of these things are just intermediate calculations, but this button position is ultimately what we want. So actually, I don't think this is used elsewhere. Let's see. This button grid center. Yeah. Okay. So it's really just this. We want to be a variable. Hang on. Yeah, so we want this to be buttons, the button positions of these things. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have them on separate lines. Okay, and then for the button stuff, let's put it here. This is just one of these, and it's currently undefined. Jump back to here. So yeah, do all of those calculations, set those things here. The mouse position should absolutely be a constant. So likewise, we can just save this. Call this G for globals. So we've got our mouse. The button stuff that we need. And then the question. Question indices. Like what's the plural of index? I still like. I feel like it's indices, but then I see it grammarist. The frequency of indexes is lower than indices, but indexes is easy to spell, so that's what we're going to do. Okay. Okay, back to here. Got those. Compute hovers. So maybe for this part here, I should really wrap this part in a function as well. Hey, yeah, haven't missed anything two-step. I'm just going through and tidying up all of this code before we do more of the random stuff. Okay. So I think I should say I feel like I really should have something called process input, even if the process input is just taking in the mouse and the clicks and not doing much else. So function, process input. So, yeah. let's do the mouse stuff, and then we also need to do the mouse click stuff as well. So let's see. If the mouse is down, I think whether or not the mouse is down in the current frame should also be a global. Ooh, what's the type of this? Oh, it should just be a boolean, actually. Yep. No. We're jumping to the constants though, right? G for globals, that's right. So yeah, we also have a variable just called mouse down. Make this false too. So yeah, update the mouse position. Update whether the mouse is down or not. For this defer mouse down last frame, is there any logic which is going to happen after this, which requires that we don't know? Ooh, this one's a bit nasty. I feel like there is, right? Because when we maybe not actually. Maybe this was all that we needed. Okay. I'm just going to assume that this is all of the actual button clicked processing that we were doing. Even so, button clicked, false in the index. Like this is typically the part where after this we had to do the choosing another question, doing all of that current settings, this kind of stuff. So maybe we just make these globals. Provided mouse down last frame isn't used again. And it doesn't seem to be used really anywhere else. Okay. So set button click to false and the index to 0. And then put those down here. So the positions, whether they were hovered when they were clicked, and if they were clicked, what the index was. But we shouldn't be defining it here though. I guess we just want to reset it to 0. And likewise, we just want to reset it to false here. and then just a debug message. Okay. Okay, so now we've done our very simple input processing, and then all of this button position stuff, I want to like wrap this away as well. But we kind of actually need, oh no, like we kind of need to know the position of a lot of these buttons just in order to like detect whether stuff has been clicked or not. And in fact, where did we set button hover? So no, this kind of stuff needs to happen before process input. Alright, what did I just do? So yeah, simply knowing where the mouse is, and we can then do the hovers, and then so maybe all of this stuff here should just be some geometry updates. I don't know what draw image is doing here. Let's wrap up all of these as well. So we can do compute button geometry. We're really just like computing the positions of the buttons, and that's really it. But I think that's fine. Okay. So I'm going to say update screen dimensions. Really, all of this stuff can be done in the button stuff. So we'll change it to compute button geometry instead. So yeah, updating the screen width and the height, really essential things. that just should be obvious that we're doing. And likewise, computing the center. This image height, it doesn't have to be done here. We'll leave it for the moment. Detect if the current button was pressed. If so, update current photo indexed and current texting options. So maybe this stuff should really be done in this process input. Like I think I kind of want this process input just to be some like direct consequences of button clicks, but maybe this should just be the button click stuff and updating nothing else. I know, but then there's this problem that when we say defer mouse down last frame here, we push it out of the scope. Why don't we just call it process input update state? Okay. And then we can just move all of this stuff down here. Okay. So yep, if this was clicked and the text options current. Okay. And then what? So the result of all of this is a new photo index has been chosen, and choose a text option. Okay. Okay, and then after that it's just the render. Okay. There are going to be so many compile errors, but looking at a loop like this, I feel a lot better about it. It's easy to jump to the relevant part of the code. It's easy organization. Okay. Let's begin the inevitable. Lord knows how long this part will take. Zig build one. Okay, 73. We have two equal signs, not needed. Um, 201 expected variable or constant before this. This is not a global? Come on, surely we set this to be a global. it's there. Why is the compiler not seeing that? Oh, because we set its type. That was silly. Use of undeclared identifier RL mouse point on line 70. Oh, I see. So yeah, so this mouse position is just a vector, and it's going to be undefined initially. There's no need to align these. Unused local constant image height 205. Is this big? Wait, why didn't we need this? We're using it here though in render. So I guess both of these should be globals as well. Yeah, both of these should absolutely be globals. Okay. So yeah, set all of this info. Where's the screen? Screen globals. Screen size. Okay. What now? 179. Unused local constant. We absolutely needed this in the rendering. What's the return type of this in Raylib? I don't know. Load font EX. Oh, of type font, okay. I guess we should really... it doesn't harm to make... no harm done if we made this a global. But once we've loaded that though, we should at least set... We should just set a font to be... Instead of saying like global font, we should just give this font like a description of what it actually is. So it should just be like button choice font. Make this this Georgia font, and then we just set this to be a global. Should kind of go with the UI, I think. So I forgot what it was. What I called it. I knew I should have copied it. Button choice one. This has type. array with font, and is currently undefined. What next? Next up is the random stuff. Unused local constant. If we make this PRNG a global, then we can call this in the necessary part of the render. Oh no, I can feel coughing still happening. Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself for a bit. Okay, I'm feeling slightly better. I might need some more help too, Steph. What even is the type of this PRNG? I don't know. like bizarrely, it wasn't showing up in a search, but from memory from last time, it wasn't this extra Shiro 256. It was something else. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, so it's either this or SMTH. Yeah, why do you do Emacs? Okay, SMTH. Oh, I see. Okay. It was just an abbreviation. Okay. All right then. So I guess this is what I want in main zig as a global. So we want to say PRNG is. Oh, it might need to be standard.random. Undefined. Okay, and then when we actually do the random stuff, that's when we can define that. So in particular, here we want that. It's like clockwork, I don't get it. Something about the heating system this time of the night. Anyway. I mean, I don't even actually need that though. Let's move it to where we need it. Okay, let's see if this works. Use of undeclared identifier, Georgia font. Okay. This shouldn't be the Georgia font anymore. This should be the button option font. Nope. Button. It was button choice font. But really it should be button option font. That was a fail. Okay, we're at a different passing stage now. Unable to evaluate comp time expression because it's apparently runtime. Which part? Oh yeah, oops. Both of these should just be undefined. We're getting close. Expected type F32 found vector this. Oh yeah. Oops. So yeah, this image center is not a type F32. It's a type. It's just a type vector. Okay. Let's see if it seems to be working. Okay, yeah. We still the titles are wrong. We still need to do that, since this is not any one of those. But sort of correctly, yeah, given that like none of these actually correspond to the correct index, it's not accepting any of them. Great. Okay. That was a huge refactor. Well, not refactor. Redo organization. Massively organized code. Did massive code cleanup organizing. Okay. Okay, now we can actually get on to the thing I wanted to do today, which was correctly get the button options working. But it was important that we did the other stuff. Are you serious? I'm just gonna get some tissues. Okay. Okay. So let's go to the part of the code now where we selected the button inputs, namely the process input update state. Call this P. So, so I think all of this part is fine. It's just this part here that needs to be adjusted. I think as well, the initial button options, we're going to make sure at least one of the very first options is correct. So, if the current photo index is always 0, which is the start, then this is actually, this is okay. I think it still would be good actually if the app just started differently each time and it wasn't just the same option. Like that feels a bit weird. Okay. Why don't we then just have another function called like update text options. And for this one, we'll want an index of the correct solution. And then we'll fill it otherwise with random stuff. We'll fill it randomly. So let's say then the current text options, the very first one will be the solution index. And then fill the other three options with should I say randomly fill the other options with distinct indexes. And then once we do that, we'll then need to shuffle them. Randomly shuffle the text option. Well, again, I say text options, button on. Yeah, update button options is better. What am I doing? The button options. And then for this one here, let's just call this update button options with the current photo index. So yeah, we'll get rid of all of this. Okay. So for this part here, why don't we simply, we're going to have to choose 4 things that are different randomly. There are some efficient ways of doing this, but like, come on, this is like 4 options, so we can just brute force stuff. So why don't we initially set everything equal to wait. I was going to say initially set everything to this solution index, and then just update them with different ones, and then check to see if they're all different. Yeah, I think it should be fine. So let's say, okay, so we want the solution. The solution one is going to be the same. Okay. The solution index. And then we're going to make, I'm using the order notation. This isn't allowed. I'm going to just mute myself until I stabilize. Okay, feeling better, fingers crossed. From 0 to the number Oh, yeah, 0 from number of lines -1. And just repeat this for the others. And then if all of those are distinct, then the loop will move on. And then we want to shuffle them. So then we want to say current text options. So yeah, this is a for array view size, the solution, and these options. Okay, and then let's just see if this is currently working before we start shuffling these. Doesn't like it, and I thought I had silenced you. 389. Oh, that's right. What do we want to call it again? Oh, wait, what? Very confused. Given I just copied this from this one up here, why is this giving an error? Oh, oops. It's a different function. In range at most. At most. And yes, I did use a macro for that because I didn't want to just press tab. Okay. Users cannot cast into array element. Oh, is the type of this something else? What did we say the type of the current text options was? Oh, oops. No, not liking this. Unsigned 32-bit int cannot represent all possible unsigned 64-bit values. Expected U32 found U size. Okay, maybe the easier option for this is just making all of these of type U size instead. Yeah, I don't... hang on. Or we can just do int casts. Like, int cast should be fine. I'm just wondering why we're getting this issue here. Okay. So yeah, was this the pipeline swallowtail? Okay, yeah. So it seems like this is correct, right? Because this first option is by definition the solution index, and then everything else seems to be randomly swapping. So this is like literally the easiest quiz game in the world. You just, well, maybe it's not the trivial quiz, but pretty close to being trivial. You just click and it just works. Okay, so now, yeah, so now we need to do the randomly shuffling the buttons part. Yeah, okay, let me have a look two-step into this shuffle function. Because I feel like maybe it would be fun to write my own, but maybe it's not. Like, maybe I'm incorrect. Okay, so if we go into the Zig library standard, somewhere in here. So, again, I thought this is what it's meant to be. So it's called like shuffle. Okay, yeah, it seems to be in rand.c. Okay, and then shuffle with index. What is this doing? Well, so the thing is that there's some really non-trivial mathematics about shuffling stuff. In particular, I am not convinced this algorithm is actually going to like probabilistically give something exact. It would just be approximate. In that, say you had like a list of like 1,000 elements and you had to like shuffle them. 1,000 factorial is some huge number, and there won't kind of be any way to randomly like choose. It would be a number so large that I don't think there would be a way to like randomly choose something in it and then like exactly get a shuffle. So because of that, there's some approximation. And so I kind of just want to write all possible 24 permutations, doing so in a sensible way, and then just go choose a random number from 0 to 24. That thing will just represent the particular permutation and then do it that way. Yeah, this. Yeah. Let me try doing something a bit different. So let's just say we want to generate a list of all permutations, and I think we can actually do this at comp time. So let's make a new file for this. Permutations.zig. So standard, make this. I'm forgetting. Yeah, constant standard import standard, and then I just want to generate from this possible permutations. So I can say permutations in S3. Symmetric group S3 is going to be given by there's six possible permutations here, and we'll just make this a fixed array of what? I guess we just do. Oh, since this is really small, we can just make this. We can just make these bytes. So actually, we'll do this at comp time. So we'll do. Sorry. We'll just write them out. So we want these to be so we'll make this a 0, 1, let me use a macro, so we just want, okay, move it down here. So we just want 0, 1, 2, 0 to 1, 1, 0, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 0, 1, and then 2, 1, 0. Yeah, that's all of them. So then what do I want to do? I want to say these are going to be 3, U8, like this. And then put these in here. Oh, actually, I need them to be like this. Okay. Okay. And then, I feel confident in this approach. Okay, so we've got these permutations, and now we want to generate the symmetric group of 4 elements. So now let's say let's write a function, generate symmetric group S4, and this is going to have 24 of these permutations. Okay, it's a function, so actually it's not going to take in anything, but it's going to have that as an output. So the result here is going to be it's going to be 24 of these things. Currently it's undefined, and then we just want to fill it up. So then we want to say, we basically want to add in like a 4 to all of the possible positions. So I can say for all of the permutations in the symmetric group of 3 elements, and let's also capture the indices for these. Yep. Then we want to say result. The result I is going to be the fixed array here given by a 3 here, then the first permutation, the second permutation, and then this one, whatever order that's in. And then likewise we want to do the same thing, but put a 3 in all of the other possible positions as well. So I can just do some copy pasta, which I know is illegal in some areas of the world, but whatever, it's fine. And then here is where we want to have 6 plus whatever that index is, 12 plus whatever that index is, and then 18 plus whatever that is. And then over here, let's move the 3 into this position, move the 3 into that position, and then finally have the 3 at the end. Okay. So let's then just print out what this is. So you want to say public function main the void s4 is equal to generate this thing. Oh, we need to return. And then let's just print it. So standard dot format. Debug. Dot print is. Well, actually, let's. I want to print this. Let's print this all out on different lines. For the permutations in S4, just print out what print out that permutation. Okay, so then we can do zig run permutation.zig. Okay. Expected functional variable declaration after this. I just want this to be a struct, so actually, I just want it to be this. Okay. It cannot format array without specifier. All of these are numbers, so D should be fine. What's this? Length of an array 4 cannot cast into a length of array 3. Yeah. Since these are permutations of 4 elements, everything should have a 4. Okay. So two-step. Yeah, this is the list of all possible shuffles of any given 4 elements of the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so I just want to use these as indices of. Basically, now I have this fixed list, and this entire struct is. This entire fixed array just has 24 elements. I'll just randomly select a number from 0 to 223 inclusive. That will then represent a way to permute the results, and then I'll just apply that permutation. Okay. So now I can copy all of this into main.zig. So we'll do it down here. And I kind of want this at comp time, so I should say, pardon me, constant s4 equals, I should be better about it, symmetric group s4 is equal to, generate this thing, and then so now we can say s4 is equal to this thing, and then we want to randomly select an element within here. Kind of makes me miss async sig. Why? I'm curious. I guess I haven't really actually had that much experience with asynchronous stuff. I think at least all of the multi-threading stuff I've done, it's really been simple applications, summing up, computing means in some really huge database, and then it's just let's just divide that up into portions and do stuff that way. Okay, so we can say random. So we can say random S4 index, make this random.int range at most. And then now we're going from 0 to 23 inclusive. And then we can say random S4 perm is equal to the S4 symmetric group S4, but now with the now with this index. And so now we've got that element. We now want to shuffle the current text options with this. So then we want to say current. Ooh. So in Odin, since every single function has, every single procedure has like as many return values as you want, I could just like do the, I wouldn't need to like save anything, but I might need to save some values here. Let's just duplicate it. So we'll say temp options is equal to, or has a type of for U32s, make it undefined. There's an easy way of doing this. Yeah. Just say the temp options is equal to, simply clone it. Clone the current text options, and then okay, at least in Odin, for fixed arrays, having an equal sign like this literally just makes a completely new array. So this here would just mean that create x86 instructions so that when the stack frame is set up for this function, different space for text options is created and it's just copied in. I'm assuming this isn't doing a pointer thing. I guess we'll see. Okay, and then we can say for 0 to 3, temp options I is equal to the current text options, and then this is where the shuffling thing comes in. The random perm that we choose for that, like basically like the random permutation is going to say like use like the 0th element in like the first place and like the final element in the 2, and kind of do it this way. Yeah, arrays and secret values, not pointers. Yep, that's the one sentence version of what I said in several. Yep. Okay, and then after this we just want to say set the current text options to the temp options. Yeah. Okay. So let's run this. So we haven't yet called this update button options for the very initial load, which is why the same thing is appearing. But this isn't the pipeline swallowtail. Oh, maybe it is. But these other ones are different now. The swallowtail. This was the checker spot. This is surely the zebra. Is this the anise? No. The black swallowtail. Okay, it seems to, yeah, things are being shuffled around. Okay, great. So now let's make sure okay, let's save what we've done so far. And in fact, we can now get rid of the permutation stuff. So can say randomly shuffled the button text options. Okay, and now, yeah, so now we want to also do this shuffle for the initial options as well. So since we put this in its own function, we can just call this. So if we go back to main, I guess we should randomly set it before we jump into this main loop. So we should say select a random solution index and shuffle to begin with. Okay, so yeah, random is equal to rng.random, and then oops, it's not called the solution index, it's the current photo index. Current photo index is equal to random.int range at most u8 0, and going to the number of lines -1, and then we want to do our update button options with this new index. Okay. Great, that's a different image. Is this the Anise? Yep. So back to, oh, okay, something very wrong. Something very wrong. Why are there two of these? What's happening? I thought I had ruled this out with this part here. Why are we getting a duplication? So this says choose new ones whenever those are all the same, and those are the same, or that's the same. This is really weird. what could be happening? Maybe we just print out at several stages what these options are. It's not Odin, unfortunately. So we do debug print. Whatever these options are here. And then print them out down here again as well, whenever this has been updated. Oh, what? Oh dear, I've got a double index score. Oops. Come on. Time to increase the tally of this bug from 2 to 4. Okay. I really thought I was going to end this stream today not having increased the tally. But alas, right at the very end, it snuck in. Okay. So, let's see. I just want to continue answering this until we end up with a duplicate, and then see what happened. This gives me an excuse to just use this app and actually learn these things. Which one was this again? Was this the black swallowtail? Nope. Pipeline? Okay, we've got a duplication. Why? Oh no, it's my fancy stuff. I thought my fancy stuff was okay, but apparently it's flawed. Why? When we had 0, 2, 3, and 4, why did the shuffling end up with this duplication? Yeah, look, I know people say like avoid writing your own like random number libraries because you're just bound to make bugs, and this is exactly what I did. But conceptually it's fine. It's just I made a bug. Not like yeah. What exactly did I do? So it's fine here. Oh, I mean, wait, no, that's fine. I thought maybe I was changing the permutation each time, but that's not the case. Just to make it clear, I'll just say the random permutation we got is this thing, and then yeah, what's going on in this loop that's stuffing this up? Was there something wrong with this and no, this looks fine. I'm not seeing any duplicated elements in here. It's just something with the copying that's going wrong. Yeah, this part's fine. I'm so confused. Like, what about this copying loop is incorrect? I'm just saying, you know, for some, this is just some shuffle of the elements 0, 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm just saying assign index I to be whatever that shuffled version of this thing is. Why is that giving me this duplication? And it's weird because all of the other stuff was shuffled fine. Like, you know, 5, 3, 1, 6 got sent to 6, 3, 1, 5, and likewise with these others. So why this one? Yeah, I'm not seeing it. So okay, maybe it honestly depends on like the order of the permutation. So this is the black swallowtail, the zebra. I knew that. This one. Well, okay. Solve is not appearing at all here. I guess because the solve option got erased. So, okay. So what about this issue? Is failing it. Like, I really hope it's not some like memory related thing, because I'm still just assuming I'm assuming that this is not doing any pointer copy. It's just a different fixed array of 4 elements, and then the 4 elements in these are just copied over. Okay, so what? Why does this permutation have 3, 1, 2, 1 in it? Why are there no zeros in this? Okay, that at least explains that part. There's nothing wrong with that loop. This element is the third index of this array, and then the kind of first index of this array appears here, and then the second index does appear here. So why on earth is that not correct? This is so weird. This is massively unexpected. So let's just print out what that. Let's print out what our current symmetric group is. Yeah. So we can say for for the permutations in this thing. But wait, hang on. When we looked at, okay, I'm sure when I like browsed the stuff before, this wasn't appearing in it. 3121, and I think like again by construction it. Oh damn! It is in here. Oops. Okay. Silly me. Why? Okay, let's see. So it would have been generated in this part of the loop. So let's see. Yeah, why is like 121 appearing? Oh! Here it is. Here we see. Oops. Okay. Bug fixed. Bug fixed. Okay. We can get rid of all of the other stuff. Yeah, no need for that anymore. No need for that. No need for that. No need for that. Okay. Oops. Like the easy part that I wrote out by hand because it was meant to be really easy to check for bugs, and I thought any bug in here would be immediately noticeable. No, I made it. But okay. Okay. So I guess we're a bit after 9 now. So I should go and make and have dinner. But otherwise, this app is very close to being completed, I think. We need to add in way more butterflies. Like this book is over 164 pages, and so around like 80 butterflies. Currently we only have 8, but that part's just kind of manual work. But everything else is kind of working. Like maybe I'll do a different version of this or add in the scientific names as well. Although, like to be honest, I don't want to be like, like that guy who's like, oh no, that's not like the black swallowtail. That's actually the like Anicia actipacus or something like that. No, I just want to know for myself what the common names of these things, and that kind of seems to be working so far. Oops. This is the anise. That's the checker spot. That's the sulfur. That's the black swallowtail. Yeah. But yeah. Otherwise, yeah. Thanks again, Two-Step, for joining and your suggestions as usual. Let's see. Do we need to push this to the cloud? Nope, already have. Oh, yeah, sorry. Made initial butterfly selection choice random and fixed permutation bug. Okay. So yeah, I think that is it for me tonight. But yeah, as always, yeah, thanks so much for joining. Have a good night as well. Yeah, I'll likely stream tomorrow as well, I think. So yeah, hopefully I can see you then. Okay, bye.